Hi everyone. I hope you all are sound and safe. A very good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to all of you joining us for the second session of the teacher training program. Kindly drop your name and the country you're tuning in from in the live chat box, and I will be more than happy to give you a shout out. I hope you all are very excited as I am for this session because we are going to create exciting today. And it will be so amazing to see all your creations as well after the session. Good evening, Ms. Shobha, Mr. Pramar, Dare Robotics, Mr. Rahul, Ginka from Nigeria. Hello, Miss Nikita. So I hope you all are sound and safe. We have people joining us from Nigeria, India. What about others? We will be starting a session in another 2 minutes. Just let everybody tune in, let everybody join in the live session, and then we will start up our second session of this teacher training program. So I am from India. I'm from Delhi, India. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Rajvi. Good evening. We have people joining us from Lebanon. Good evening, Mehak. So we're going to just wait for 2 more minutes and then we will start our session. I'm very excited for today's session because we will be, first of all, animating our AR camera. We will be completing the entire Rube Goldberg machine that we made in yesterday's session. And then we will be creating our own game environment, our first game environment. Yes, I'm also excited about the same, Mr. Rahul. I want to make car simulator open world game. Yes, today we are going to make a car simulator game environment only. I can see the excitement in the live chat box, and I'm so happy to see that everybody is on the same page of excitement as I am. And Free Fire, of course, you can try Free Fire, try creating Free Fire, try creating Counter-Strike, Angry Board games. As I mentioned, and as I always say, innovation and your creativity has no bounds. And with PictoBlox 3D and XR Studio, you just feel free to create any type of creativity, any type of innovation, and just do share it with us. Hi, Carlos. Just allow me to share my screen. So once again, I welcome you all to this teacher training program on 3D game development with PictoBlox, and I hope you all are sound and safe. We all are very excited for this particular teacher training program and like specifically for this particular session because we will be so much creative and I really want to see a lot of your creations after this session. I want to see your beautiful Ryu Goldberg machine and a very nice, amazing, innovative and creative environment that you create for the car game. But before that, make sure that you download the latest version of PictoBlox. So the QR code is right there in front of your screen, or you can directly go on your web browser and type download PictoBlox. And from the STEMpedia website, download the latest one by selecting your device type. And if you haven't, do fill out the pre-survey form. The QR code is right to the QR code of download PictoBlox. So kindly scan it. It is also there in the description box for you all. So make sure you download the latest version of PictoBlox and fill out the pre-survey form. So we have quite a good amount of audience in the chat box as well as joined us live. So I think it's a good time to start our today's session. So welcome again to session number 2 of this teacher training program, in which we will be animating the Rube Goldberg machine and also creating our own car game environment. So these are the topics that are covered. As I mentioned, it will be more focused on how exactly we can level up and make our Rube Goldberg machine too similar to the real world one. We want to do that. Then we want to do material enhancement. So basically, what we want to do is we want to enhance the material that we have used to make it resemble real life. And same way, as you were able to see when I was playing the physics, I need to use my cursor to move around the entire Rube Goldberg machine. But that's a little weird to do that, right? Therefore, we will be animating the AR camera. And then there is a very small short code that we need to do for the same. So let's begin with the structure reinforcement of our Rube Goldberg machine. But before that, I want to show you some of the Rube Goldberg machines that I have created before this session. And exactly this one, which is right there in front of your screen. So let me present my PictoBlox and show you what the AR camera animation looks like in action. So you can see this is my Rube Goldberg machine. It's completely finished. I have added supporting beams. I have added textures and different type of lightings to make this more realistic. After this, what I've done is I've animated the AR camera. So if I just click on the green flag, you will be able to see how smoothly it is going to start from the starting and then move ahead. So this is something that we will be doing in today's session. I'll be showing you one more that was created by one of my colleagues. And I will show you how exactly he has taken up this Rube Goldberg machine and he has coded his own Rube Goldberg machine's AR camera to make it look like a real world one. So we have pushed the ball and then that's it. All right, same way, I have one more to show you. This one. Let's go to the code, block-based coding. As you can see, the code is very short. It's very little. All you need to do is just, animate different custom animations that we will be creating. And I will show you how to do that. Let's click on the green flag and let's see how it works. So it starts from here. And that looks cool. So what he has done, he has used multiple colors for his dominoes that he has added. He has used metal texture or metal balls right over here. Then different color for these second level of dominoes. And then he has made this one a little more popped color. And then the bowling pins are a little more closer to each other. Therefore, they are smashing each other. Right. That looks very good, isn't it? So this is how you will be animating your AR camera in your Rube Goldberg machine. But also, I am able to see some of you are asking, Vivek, what is this race course one that you just made? Okay, let me give you a sneak peek to that as well. So this is a project I have been working on side by side because of course I am also learning with you guys. So I am also creating a very nice 3D game environment in which I am making a race course. I will be coding it as well. So I am adding various elements in which my car, which I will be coding, will be going through this entire race course. I have added different spotlights of different colors as well. As you can see, I have added various elements over here. Same way, what I've done is I've added fuel tanks over here. So suppose if my car bumps into any one of these fuel tanks, the fire will pop up. So this is what I'm creating right now, and I'm just giving you a sneak peek of the same. And same you can do after you learn how to create your own environment and code it. So don't worry, we are on this journey of creating our own 3D game environment. All right, so I think without further ado, let's open our session one Rube Goldberg machine and let's take it forward. So this was the one that we created in yesterday's session. As you can see, this is the one. A lot of you were asking how exactly we can figure out the friction part. So when you test out your Rube Goldberg machine, you can increase or decrease the friction of the sphere as well as these dominoes, the panels that you add in the second part of your, on the second floor of your Rube Goldberg machine, and test out how exactly different friction is acting for this particular part. And once you do so, you will be able to see how the values, even just a slight change in the values, can make or can change the entire machine's working. So that is something that you do test out and play around with so that you can also figure out that, yes, this is the exact same way I want the output to be. All right, now let's just beautify this because right now though it's looking a little more cartoonish, it's not looking realistic, isn't it? So therefore, what we will be doing, we will be, adding some textures, adding some more, life to it basically. So let's start off with these panels or these planks that we added. So I'm going to select one of the panel and go to material. And over here, I can change the color or I can change the material type. So it's up to you whether you want to change the material type or whether you want to change the color. It's completely up to you. It will be your machine that you will be creating. So it's up to you or up to your liking how exactly you want to create it. So what I will be selecting, I can either select marble or I can select any other way of creating it. So I think marble 4 is the one. Yeah, marble 04. Okay. Same way, I will select the rest of the planks just like this. Go to material, click on change material and marble 004. Simple. So you can see I've added and changed the texture of the first floor. Now, if you want, you can duplicate it for the second one and for the last one as well. But if you want, you can add in more. Let's say if I want this particular floor's marble to be of different color. So I will simply select these. Scroll down, go to material, click on change material. Let's select another type of marble. Let's select maybe this one. Okay, what about this? A slight change in the color, but it's a little too, identical to my floorings. What if I select this? A little gray, this one. Okay, I like this one. All right. Now what we can do is we can select these and change their properties or their material as well. So for it, what I'm going to do, I am going to go in the wood section and I'm choosing the darkest one or this one. Yeah, but it's identical to my background. What if I choose this red one? No. This one looks better. What if vote 13? Yeah, 13 pops out. 13 pops out. All right. Same way, I will be selecting others and I will be changing its material. So once of course, as I mentioned, once you play around these materials and once you try out different type of material which suits your environment, you can be more creative. You can add on more elements. You can change different colors if you want to. I'm switching to one simple color. As I showed you, my colleague, he went towards a colorful dominoes. So if you want, you can do that as well. If not, Then you can select and change it to one type of material too. So that's completely up to you and up to your liking. So that's that. So I'm selecting. So while I'm selecting, I'm also pressing on the shift, but by mistake, when I press on control, it also moves it around. So it was the 13th one, right? Okay, change material to wood, go to 13th, and there we go. Right. Now this is looking a little decent, and this is looking like, yeah, it's a plank, and then how exactly it is going to go around. Same way, I will be selecting rest of it. Let's just select it. Let me zoom in. I need to, yeah. All right. Then we will go around again over here and change the material to wood 13th. There we go. Simple as that. Now for the second panel or the second floor, the marble or the granite that I'm using, it's more of grayish. Red though is popping out, but I do not want red color. So I can change its material as well. For this one, what I can do is I can go towards plastic. Let's see how the plastic will look in this. Okay, plastic looks decent, but not something that I want. You can change the material to any material that you like. You can change it to rock also. So what if I change it to this rock? Oh, it's similar to the granite or the marble. It is also similar. Rock 31, let's see. Okay, it's a little darker, but no. Rock 29, much better. Much better. It's like giving a contrast to the floor as well as to this one too. So it is rock 29. All right. Select rest of the planks. Okay. Same way, select these as well. State deselected all of it. Not an issue. Let's select them again. All right, let's go to materials and change its material to rock 29. There we go. Now that looks really good. I like it. You can of course change it according to your creation. Let's select the sphere and change the sphere as well. Sphere in metal will be better, but I wanted golden metal. Or this one. Yeah. Once you add environment and once you add lighting towards it, then only it will be visible. So as of now, there is no like environment added. So therefore it's looking like this. But once you add an environment around this entire Rube Goldberg machine, it will look exactly how it is there in this picture. Just like it was there in my colleague's one. Right. But metal is okay. What if not metal? I choose something else. There are more options. So there is a painted one. There is, mm, okay, let's go with paint. Let's select blue. Okay, this looks good. It adds a texture towards my ball that is there. and it looks good. All right. What about the second one, which I transitioned to? This one can be gravel, since it is going to transition to this particular part, but I want it more. Yeah, okay, this looks good. Contrast to this one. Okay, now let's change this. Let's select the cylinder, go to change material, and I will just select wood only. Yeah, this looks good, a rusted type of a wood. Okay, let's select this, change its material to again going to wood and this one. How will this look? Maybe this. All right, yeah. This looks good in contrast to the second marble that we added. All right, now let's select this sphere, go to again change material and change it to any material type that you want. I think I'm gonna go with marble only. Let's select maybe this one. It's similar to that. What about white? Yeah, that looks good. It's contrast to the first floor as well as to the rest of the part too. This particular one, we can change it to same as a bowling ball. So if you want it as a bowling ball, we can make it painted and red. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Then select these panels, go to their material type and change it to wood, but this one. Okay, that looks decent. This is wooden flooring. What about this? Change its material type, change material, wood. This was the one that I selected? No. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, poolings are already good to go. Now what we can do is we can add beams. Since I mentioned you should play around the environment, select more different types of elements or more different type of things that you want to add. And then I will be more than happy to see your creations as well. Does downloading material require internet? Yes, it requires internet. Touch wood, this is awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Nikita. If we change material type, friction will also change. It depends on the material also, exactly. If you add the various objects, so I will be showing it to you when we will be creating the carbon environment as well. I will show it to you live, but as of now, no, the material type over here will not change the friction, but the object type will. All right, I'm seeing, okay. All right. 3D and XR Studio are also no. It's the 3D and XR Studio is only there in desktop and laptop. Yeah, right. Miss Nikita, not all the assets require internet. Some of are already available. So what you can do is you can go to the 3D object library, which is the stock one. And over here, you can see there are so many characters, animals, buildings, transport, which are already loaded. So you don't need to have an internet connection. But let's say if you're going to others or Google or Sketchfab, then you need to have internet connection. Right. But for downloading the materials, yes, you need internet. What you can do is you can download the materials freehand as well, and then you reuse them. Okay. Now I think it's a good time to add the supporting beams, but I want the supporting beams to be a little more, um, you know, a little more spooky because I'm going towards a little spooky theme over here. So let me place it right over here. So I'm checking it out. Now let's resize it. Snap it to the ground. Snap it to the ground once again. And there we go. Yeah, I think that's good enough. We will then do this, then make it a little longer. Again, snap, grab it and place it right over here in the corner. There we go. So this is our first supporting beam placed. Let's change the texture of this one only so that we can duplicate it and then place it to other ones. So I'm gonna go with this one only because this adds more, realistic depth to our environment. So let's duplicate it and place it just like this. So a lot of you asked me what are the shortcuts for duplicating. So the duplicating shortcut is Control D, and if you're using Mac or iMac or MacBook, so it will be Command D. So Command plus D for Mac users, and for Windows user it will be Control plus D. So all you have to do is Control D. Just a second. Cancel. Yeah. Control D and duplicate it. Same way we are going to do it for this one. Control D and place it right over here. That's it. So I think this platform looks pretty good. If you want, you can add one in the middle as well, but I think that gives a good amount of support. Now we have to duplicate. Let's just duplicate this one and place it in between over here and just like this, right? So that makes a lot of sense. What I can do is I can place it in the middle and I can add in another log or another shape which looks like it is supporting the rest of the panel. So let's just resize it. That's enough. Then rotate it. Okay. All right, let's just go to change material, wood, and this is the one, right? Yeah. There we go. That looks good enough, right? Okay. And then what we can do is same way over here, we have to do something like Control D. But I'm missing out on something. I'm not missing out on something, but I need to do something so that my the beams that I'm adding, they stick around, they don't fall. So can anybody tell me what do I have to do for this? So right now, if I play the physics, my beams will fall. They will not stick to the ground. What is something that I'm missing? I want answers, everybody, in the live chat box. Come on. What is something that I'm missing? There is something, a major part that I'm missing. And I've given you a hint also that if I want it to stick to the ground when I want to play physics, what is something that I need to do? Apply physics, right, Miss Nikita? But what in physics? Static. All right. What about others? Snap to ground. Well, snap to ground I've already done. That's there for all of them. Make them static, right? What about others? What do others think? I have got only two answers in the live chat box. I want more answers. Come on, guys. Make them static, apply physics. Right, true. So I have to go in physics and just enable it and make it static. Simple as that. Same for the other group as well. So what I can do is I can just select them together and this one also and this box also go to static. Now, if I select even one of it, you can see that all of them are static now. Okay, pretty simple, pretty easy. Let me remove my video. Yeah, all right. Now, till this part, it's looking good to go. Now, what you can do is to make it more spookier or to make it more, a little more spooky type, you can change it to nighttime also. So let's go to night sky 2, and you can see that I've added night sky and it's a little spooky. Then what you can do is you can add in spotlight as well, or point light. So let's say if I add a point light over here. So as you can see, there is a point light right over here. Then I can go to properties and change its color according to my need. Let's make it red, right? Sorry, light color and to red. There we go. So to make it spooky, to make it more spookier while you're playing around, you can add more lightings, you can add more part to it, and then it will look more spooky. You can add sounds to it as well. You can figure out how to add sounds, but in the car environment game or in the more upcoming games, you will be adding sounds too. So don't worry about it. But as of now, I'm going with without night sky since I want to show it to you. Let's add morning sky or day sky. All right. Okay. I'm missing the hemisphere light. Let's just add that. There we go. We can go to properties and increase it in intensity to 10 is too much. 5. Yeah, that's good to go. Okay. So to make it spooky, you can add more elements if you want to. You can add spiders, which are crawling, climbing up these particular beams that you add. So you can, feel free to add more spookiness to your one, or if you want, you can make it cartoonish as well. So that is something that you need to figure out. That is something that you need to figure out as per your taste as well, right? Okay, let's snap it to the ground. It's a little too much big. Now it's a little too low. I think that will be good to go. Just a little bit more. Yeah, that's it. So you can see I've added another one over here. Same way, I can duplicate this one for the rest of the part as well. Just duplicate it, add it over here. I think that's good to go. Then I want to have both of them aligned together. So that's it. And add one over here. Then resize it. So you have to make sure that everything that you are doing is reflecting the real world, right? So make sure to resize the beams so that they are not sticking around when you are, placing them together. So make sure that, and then make sure that physics is also enabled and it's set as static so that it doesn't drop down or doesn't bug around the entire physics simulation that you create. All right. So the last level, the third one and the second one is already done. We have also covered this one, right? But what about the first one? The first level is only covered till this part. What I can do is I can increase the size of this one and make it snapped to ground. Sorry, it's going a little out. Okay, yeah, that's good to go. So you can see it's snapped to ground. Is it crossing any path? No, no. And yeah, that's good to go. Okay, same way we can duplicate this. Let's just select it, duplicate it, and place it right over here. This one needs to be snapped to the ground again, and off we go. That's it. But since we have other elements also over here, so we can't stretch it around. But what we can do is we can add one last one. right over here. All right, that's it. Then there should be one over here as well. So I will just duplicate and place it over here and resize it again. Snap it to ground, resize more, snap it to ground, make sure it is not bugging in. Just a little bit more, that's it. And there we go. We have it all with us. I think that's good enough and it's good to go. If you want, you can add one more beam over here to make it more realistic one. And yeah, that's good. Now let's play the physics and let's see how it goes. If there is anything that we need to change about, and then we can do the final changes and then animate the AR camera. All right. A textured ball goes over here, bumps into the dominoes, and then right over here. Oh, okay. I need to figure out something for this part. All right. Okay. What happened? This particular one is a little too big than the rest of the group. So therefore the dominoes didn't fall. All right. Let's do that. Okay. Let's go over here. Oh, I missed it out by mistake. Let's resize it. Snap it to ground. Yeah, that's good to go. All right. So what I can do is for these one, I can have them move towards, move a little inward so that it doesn't drop around. Same way for the other one. Since this is the one that's dropping, I can make it move a little towards inward. If I want, I can remove this one. I don't think so it's necessary to have it. All right, I think that will do the job. Let's play the physics and let's see if it's working around or if there is anything that we need to change. So you can, play around with this as well. As I mentioned, once you play around this world, you will be able to see that how exactly it is working, right? So playing around also makes a very important, it is a very important part. Since you can see now what happened, that second one that I removed, it dropped from there and it didn't push these ones. So let's change it up and let's see if we should rotate it around or not, or let's see if we should add another one over here. Just duplicate and let's see what will happen. Go to physics, maybe increase its friction to 3, 3, and 3. Now let's play it around and let's see what will happen. So what I've done is just increase the friction of these 3 panels so that they fall, but in a way that it doesn't affect the bowling pins, which are placed just underneath them. So that's good to go. Perfect. That was smooth, isn't it? Same way you can do it for this one as well if you want, but I think that is perfectly fine. Okay, this is also working. All right, this is also working perfectly fine. It bumped into this and then bowling ball goes over there and bumps into the bowling pins. Perfect. That's good to go then. All right. But you can see how good it looked with all the textures and all the painted balls or these that I added, right? But again, I was using my cursor to move around the entire space. Let's not do that. Let's animate the AR camera then. Okay. So let's go to AR camera. So AR camera is right over here. So as you can see, it's beamed around. And let's select this particular option. I will also annotate this option. So just simply select this option and the AR camera will be opened for you all. Like a preview of the AR camera will be opened. So I'm clicking on it and it's open. Let's go to this setting. So this is the AR camera. You can change it around if you want to. This is how it will look, right? So this is let's say this is the starting position of our AR camera. This is where we want it to start from. So we can do that as well. But if you want, you can make it move ahead, rotate it, to 90. So do that. Then again, select it, make it move forward a little bit. You can do this as well. So let's say it's up to you. If you want to start, if you want this to be as your starting position, you can do that as well. If you want this one right over here next to the ball to be your starting position, you can do that as well. So this is your base state. Now focus on what exactly I'm going to teach you and how exactly you have to animate your AR camera. This will be your base state. So it will start from this angle. This is the angle it will start from. Do you want to start from this angle? If yes, then good to go. If not, change it around. Play with the AR camera, change where you want to set it up and where do you want the roll camera and action to be starting from. So I think my roll camera action is good to go from this particular part. So I think it's good to go. After this, where do I want to move it? So first, this is the base state. Now what I will do, I will create or add one more state to my AR camera. So again, right over here, just right to the, okay, let me annotate so that you can see. Right to the AR base camera animation, you can see there is a plus icon over here. Just simply click on it and set another state. Let's do it. Click on it. One more state added. Now you can see if I change around this states or position, it will be changed as well. So let me just drag my AR camera right over here, rotate it around to, this will be 0. This is what I want. Right over here and moved backwards a little down. I think that's good to go. This is a second state. So now if I go to animations, add animation, transition, it's a transition one. There is no inbuilt animation for it. So then I can select base state to state. And then I want to set the duration. Let's say it takes around 5 seconds. So let's just test it out for 5 seconds. Then this is how it will be animating. Can you see? Can you see? I hope you can. Again, let's reset, go to animations and just play this one. So look how smoothly it is gliding from one position to another. Now, let's say if by mistake, it also happens with me as well. Let's say by mistake, if I delete my AR camera, which is by default here in the layers part, what you can do is go in the library, or sorry, go in the camera library and get a perspective camera as well. Okay, so this is something that you can do too. If not, the AR camera will be there by default in your project file. Okay, I think that's also makes sense. And if not, then you can also go over here. Okay, this is the AR library, not the camera one. But the camera library has the perspective camera that you can use instead of the AR camera as well. So it's up to you if you want to use AR camera or perspective camera, but the animation and creating the state part will be same for both. So that's up to you. In the car game environment, we have AR camera and we have perspective camera. I tested out the car game activity thrice or more than thrice. What happened? I first time I used AR camera to follow the car. Second time I used perspective camera. And third time I placed my AR camera at the starting position, but the perspective camera was following the car. So that's up to you how exactly you want to code it around. If you want to use AR camera as your code, or if you want to use perspective camera for this particular animation. So it's completely up to you. That's not a problem. But I was just showing you how exactly you can add another camera if the AR camera is deleted by mistake. Okay, so you can see this is what the animation looks like, right? So if you want, you can increase the time. That's up to you. But we can also, I have also one more trick that you can figure it out once we do go to the code part. Okay, let's reset. So this is the state 2 or state 1 basically over here, because this is base state and this is state. Now what we need to do, we need to create another state. Since it is going around this, and this is where we want the AR camera to be. So now what we will do, we will again click on add another state. This is state 2 or technically state 3 over here. Let's grab our AR camera, again rotate it around, make it to go to -90, move it back, move it down, move it a little forward this way, move it a little up. I think that's good to go. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's good to go. It's completely fine. Now this is state 2 and state 2. So what you can do is go to animations again, click on add, transition, select the state as state, and then go to state 2. Duration can be again 5 seconds, or it's up to you, of course. As I mentioned, duration is something that can be changed while you test it out as well. So that's not a problem. And of course, duration will not be similar. In my case, it will be different. In your Rube Goldberg machine, it will be different. So don't worry. Just test out the duration part and see which duration suits the best. Okay. Now let's see how this animation works. Okay. Switching from 1 to 2, then 2 to 3. Now that looks smooth, isn't it? Right. My video is blocking the AR camera view. Is it blocking now? I don't think so. It's going to block now. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm really sorry. This is where the AR camera preview, I opened it. I'm really sorry. I didn't get it. Let me just show it to you again. So once you click on this particular preview pane, it will open this particular window over here. Over here, you can see the AR animations in action. I'm really sorry for this. All right, I think this is very smooth and it's working very well. Now what I have to do, again, I have to create one more AR animation. Let me turn on the camera since you have already observed how exactly it works around. Now I will go to properties and I will add one more state. Same way, you need to just add states by state and then animate your AR camera. That's it. It's very simple. It's very easy part. And it's very, it's a very fun and play around thing that you have to figure out and then you have to do. Right. But this time I want to go over here and then rotate it to 0, 0. Okay, maybe I want to do it this way. So it will be in positive 90. Then grab it and move it back just like this so that it bumps into this particular one. Let's see, add animation. Third one, it will be based state 2 to state 3 in duration of 5. I think it will take 6 seconds actually. So 6 seconds. Let's check it out. Start from the first one, take 5 seconds of duration, move to the second, then take 5-second duration, move to the third, then take 5-second duration or 6-second duration, then move to the other one. That looks good. That looks really good. It is coming out from the beams, in between the beams. But if you don't want to do that, what you can do is you can add one more state in between this one and then move it to that one. It's up to you, as I mentioned. Right. Okay. Now from this particular side, what do I want to do is after this one, I want to, okay, I will select AR camera once again. After this one, I want to add another state, move it forward, rotate it to 0, 0, move it up. This is my another state, right? Then add one more state in which I wanted to move forward. but also I want to set it angle like this. Simple, right? Let's add animation. This one will be transition from state 3. Okay, this one was 2 to 3. This will be 3 to 4 in, let's say, 5 seconds. Then I want to add one more, which will be 4 to 5. And I want this one in 3 seconds. Let's check it out. As I mentioned, play around the duration so that it is aligned to your AR or your physics that you have applied, right? So you need to play around this particular part. That's good to go. Moving and going through the beams. That also looks very nice, like a movie scene. Then right over here, go to this particular part. It will push the ball, and then that ball will collide with the bowlings. That's really good, right? That's impressive. Okay, I think that's good to go. Now let's move to the coding part. I didn't get the AR camera step. Which one you didn't get? Mr. Ovale, which one you didn't get? Just let me know. I'll repeat it. All right. Now, I think we can change around the time and play around the time once we test it out. Let's go to the code part. This is the first time we are coding in this particular teacher training program. So all you have to do is click on this go to code option and select block coding. Once you do that, you will be redirected to the block-based coding environment of 3D and XR Studio. Now over here, what you have to do is, it's going to take some time to load. That's not a problem. Now over here, first thing that you need to do is very simple. That is, whenever we click on the green flag, we want to reload the scene. So in the global control, you are able to see that there is a reload scene over here, reload scene block over here. So this block, what this block will do, it will reload the scene and set up the entire Rube Goldberg machine to start from the starting point, right? Which is when all the dominoes are up and bowling pins are also at their place. After reloading, what do I want to do? I want to wait for a second so that my Rube Goldberg machine doesn't start just at the moment. I want it to wait and then start it up. Once I do that, I want to enable the physics. By enabling physics means, if you remember how we used to play it in the designing part, we used to click on play button. But here we can't click on play button. We need to enable the physics by using a particular block. For this, we have an entire physics palette. We will go in that and grab this block which says enable physics. Simple as that. So what will happen? We will reload the scene, wait for 1 second. After that, we will enable the physics. Now, after enabling the physics, my Rube Goldberg machine will start within a snap. It will start around. But once it starts, what I want to do? I want to start out with the animations of the AR camera as well. So for this, what I will do, I will go to transform, scroll down. As you can see in transform, we have simple animation and then we have advanced animation. Since those animations are not inbuilt that we created, it was built by us. Therefore, they are categorized as custom animations. So just grab this play AR camera animation, custom one. Then we need to duplicate it, make it go to second one. Then again, duplicate it, make it go to third one. Then let's duplicate the entire thing from third to fourth and fourth to fifth. Grab it, place it over here. Simple, right? Now, cherry on top of the cake will be when the green flag is clicked. That's it. That completes the entire code. But of course, we have to play around the durations. But if the duration coincidentally is perfectly aligned with the entire physics simulation, then it's good to go. Fingers crossed for that. Okay, let's go on the full screen mode. Let's click on the green flag and let's check it out. So I'm excited to see if the duration worked perfectly fine or not. Okay, it bumped into this. Then it's going around this part. It bumped into this. This is also going well. Okay, I need to add a little weight over here and increase the physics of that one. All right. Now I know where do I have to add weight, or in which part I have to add more waiting point or more duration. In this one, as you can see, it is working perfectly fine, but I need to add like, let's say 2 or 3 seconds more in this particular one. Okay, what about this one? This one was fine. Yeah, this one was fine, but I think I will increase 2 seconds for this one as well, just to be a little more smoother. Then when it was switching to this particular part, this was also perfectly fine, right? So let's do one thing. Let's add a waiting block over here. We want to wait for at least 4 seconds or 3.5 seconds over here, and then move to AR camera animation 4, which is this one. Right. After this one, I want to again wait for 0.5 seconds, let's say, and then move to the last one. I will increase these two duration by 2 seconds each. Let's go to design and let's change the durations. So as I mentioned, changing the duration is very easy. All you need to do is select your AR camera, go to animations, and change the duration to 6 or 7, I think will be good. Let's see. Oops, I need to open the preview pane. Let's make it this and let's test it out. So it's going to take 7 seconds. Right. Perfect. Then this one, we want it to be also 7. Let's see. From here to here in 7 seconds. Okay, that looks good. Let's play it all and let's see how it works. 7 seconds to this, then 7 seconds to again to that one. Then, of course, in the coding part, I have added a wait block. So it's going to take some time to then move to this particular one. This one, it will take some time to move it to this one and then take 3.5 seconds for this one and then bump into the ball and then move ahead. Perfect. That's good to go. Close the AR camera. So there was one more thing that I needed to do, which was this particular part, this particular sphere. Okay, all right. I think because of this is popping out a little bit, it's bumping into the ball and making it act a little weird. Let's make it 15. Let's increase these values, friction value of these ones. All right. Now let's go to code, block-based coding. Snap it all together. Let's wait it to load, snap it all together. I'm clicking on the full screen mode right over here. And now let's click on the green flag and play the AR camera animation. And let's see how it walks around. So it's going to take 7 seconds to move from this part to another one. Now that's good to go. Then it's going from this part to... Okay, it stopped over here. All right. So let me play around the physics again. Go to the physics properties, change its mass to 13 and change its friction to 0.5. Let's see. how that works around. I'm just going to play the physics over here only, just for a moment, just to check out if this is good to go. No, you don't need to pay for any subscription. It is free of cost. The PictoBlox 3D and XR environment is completely free of cost. So there is no need for any subscription. Yeah, I think that's good to go because since I increase these friction, I need to decrease this ones. Yeah, that's good to go then. All right. Let's go to block-based code and let's select the environment. Go to block-based coding and um, let's wait it to load. It is completely free to use. State 3 is something. Okay, state 3. I didn't get you. So if you have any doubts, you can drop it out in the live chat box and I will be more than happy to resolve those doubts just now. Okay, now let's see. AR camera animation working perfectly fine. You can add sky also. You can add environment also, as I showed you. You can add night sky, make it more spooky, make it more realistic if you want. So this is something that you need to figure out. You can add it as per your liking. Okay, this is going perfectly well. It's very smooth now. Well, that is what I really wanted. That is amazing. That is super. I'm very happy to see the outcomes. That's good. So this is how you basically animate your AR camera and add, reinforce your particular structure so that it enhances the entire Rube Goldberg machine. You can enhance it way more. Since we are time bounded here, I can't, add more elements to make it more real life, but you have a lot of time. So add as many elements as you want to make it more realistic, to make your Rube Goldberg machine more creative one. So I think that's good to go. Now let's just click on save and the project is saved. Now let's click on new and create our own car game environment. So I will share the screen with the code part. So this is what we did. This is something that we already done. We are done with this part. Now we have to get ready to set up our car game environment, which is very fun, very easy, yet very exciting. Right, let's do it. Let's go to PictoBlox once again. I will type session 2 car game environment and select the physics car simulation over here. So make sure that you are not selecting the default project, which is this one. This is something that you do not need to select. You have to select the physics simulation one. This is the one that you need to select. Okay. So make sure while creating the the car game, you are selecting the physics car simulation as your project type. Okay, I hope that makes sense and that's clear to you all, because in the default project, the car, if you add it, it's not going to work because car simulation physics or car physics is being added in this particular template right over here. Now, if you click on create project, it's going to take some time and then load the project right over here with you. So you already have the car, which is right here, and it is already there with some of the objects right in front of you. Though the code is not there, we have to do the coding part. That is something that we will be doing in the upcoming session. So don't worry about the same. All right, now let's work on the beautification part. Since again, I mentioned I am time bounded, but you are not. I'm going to show you the way by which you can make it more beautiful, more, you can, enhance it in a way that you outshine your creativity, but you have to make sure that you dedicate some of the time for this particular one as well. So first thing first, you can of course resize the ground if you want to. For me, I will go with 150 by 150. I think that's good to go. All right, if you want, you can delete these. but as of now, I'm going to keep it up only so I can show you how exactly it's going to work around. Then what do I want to do is I'll go in the library and I will start adding elements. Elements like buildings, elements like characters, animals, other transports, nature, or food if you want to. So these are the things that you need to add in. You can create your own city. I created a race course. You can create your own race course as well. Well, I have created two cities. I will show you right after this one, which will give you a good brief of how exactly you can create your own dynamic cities as well. Right. So what you have to do is go over here and select buildings and select which type of buildings you want to add. If not these ones that are available in the stock, you can go to others and type buildings over here. So there are two buildings available in Google one. Let's see if there is some in Sketchfab. Type it and there you go. You have New York over here. You have realistic one right over here as well. Let's add realistic one. I highly recommend adding models that aren't too bulky so that your game is going smooth, because there are models that are about 100 and 200 MB also. So that will of course make your entire code part bulkier. So make sure that you refrain from adding something very bulky, right? So this way I have added my first set of buildings. I can add more if I want to, but I'm just showing you how exactly you can do this part. All right. One thing that you need to make sure that when you are adding these buildings or any element to your city, you have to make sure that you select it, go to its physics. I'm sorry, go to its physics, enable it, and make it static. By this, by chance, if our car bumps into any of these elements that we add, the elements will not move around. This is something that we don't want to do, right? In the car game, when you add buildings or when you add trees, you don't want the buildings to fly with the car. That is something that will not look good. So when I was testing it out, I, not by mistake, by on purpose, what I did, I made it dynamic. Then I increased the friction and its bounciness. What happened? My tree bumped into a building which was static, and then it bounced back to the car. So that was a little funny scenario that happened. You can test it out. As I mentioned, once you start playing with the 3D and XR Studio, you will understand how these value, once you just, add a little difference to them, how they will walk around. And this is something that I really promote. Once you add in and play around with these values, you will see it's very fun. It's very nice to play with these physics simulations and creating your own 3D cities. Right. So again, let's go in the library. You can select more buildings. You can select transports. You can select other materials that you want to add. And just make sure that whatever you are adding, make sure that its physics is enabled and it's set up as static in nature. Because if it's not static, it's gonna go with the car. That is something that you don't want to do, right? So what you can do is, if you are going more towards, you can add Hollywood vibes, you can add Bollywood vibes, you can add a village type of city, you can create a modular city. So that's completely up to you, which type of city you want to create, right? Same way, select the ground, go to its properties, go to the material and change the material to whichever material you want to use. So we have grounds also right over here. I think this one will look good. If not this, what you can do is go to grass. We have grass here as well. Let me just go and type grass. Okay, just a second. We have different terrains also that you can use. by mistake. Okay, there is grass. So we have grass 1, which is this one. You can use this one as well. Grass 4 or 2 or 3. It's up to you which one you want to use. Right. So I'm going to use this one only. Let's go over here. You can also change around and play around the values. And yeah, that's good to go. All right. Then add in more parts. Add in more. You can add animals. You can add farms also. So what you can do is go over here and add farm. So you can add an entire farm as well. Let's select this one only. Let's see how it looks. It's only 1 MB. I think that's good to go. Let's just resize it. Select it up. Resize it. Yeah, that's good to go. Snap it to ground. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good. Yeah. Okay. I think it's a little too big, so I'm gonna just resize it and again snap it to ground. And also maybe rotate it around so that this is visible. 90 and minus 90. Then again, move it back to this particular corner and snap it to ground, just in case. I think that's good to go. That looks really good. So if you're going towards a little more cartoonish style, you can add these type of elements in a village or cartoonish style if you're going towards. You can add more such buildings. You can add paths and create in your entire environment. Of course, make sure, select it up, go to physics, enable and make it static. Right. So I will not be adding, of course, the entire like buildings and all, because as I mentioned, I'm time constrained over here. But I will show you one major thing. So what you can do is add buildings or to the all the 4 sides, but and then add road over here in a square shape or in another shape that you want. So let's say if I want to create my own road, I can do that with the help of this square that I just added. Let's resize it. I think, yeah, sorry. That's good to go. Uh, all right. Then move it right over here in this particular order. And that's good to go. So you can see it's looking good. Now, but what I need to do, of course, road is not this color, right? But if you are using, so if you're using like if you're creating a village type of environment, you can go with a village type of road. But just now I'm going to show you if you want to make changes, you can change the material type to rock also, or you can just change the color as well. So I'm going to change the color only, sorry, from here. Select it as gray. That looks good. Then again, what I will do, I will place another block right over here, go towards it, make sure it's a part of it, like this, snap it to the ground, decrease its size like this, snap it to the ground again, snap it to the ground. All right, I think that's good to go. Then just like this. Then all I have to do is, oops, increase its length. There we go. And place it right over here. So that it looks like it's a part of the road. Simple and easy, right? This one, of course, will be snapped to ground. Right. So one more thing, as you can see, you can create these type of roads like this only. So just duplicate it and create it for the rest of the part as well. Just make sure that there are no bumps in it. So what you can do is select this one, select its Y position, and so select snap to ground. Select this scale of Y position, go to another one and paste this Y part over here and then snap it to ground. That's it. So you can see it's same. But you can see the grass still looks very weird. I mean, it's like too distorted or it's too blurry. I mean, it's like it's stretched out on this particular part. So what you can do is go to ground. Over here, you have advanced material, right? You can repeat it also. So there is option 5. Let's do 5 by 5. If not 5 by 5, let's do 500. 500. Let's see how it will be differentiated. Let's change the material type to grass 2. Then go to the advanced material, increase it. As you can see, I'm increasing the values, and this is how the grass looks now. Right? You can again play around with these type of values. You can just make them more high, make them more low as per your liking, and this is how your grass will look now. More, more fine, more finished product. So this is something that you can do. Let's go back to the road over here. So this is how you can create your road. If you want, you can just move this particular one to the in the middle, just like this, and resize it accordingly. So this is how you can create your own roads as well, right? As I mentioned, resize and make it fit the particular road that you just created. That is something that you can also do. All right, so I just wanted to show you how you can do this particular part as well. So you can create your own roads if you are not using the ones which are already there in the stock. So in the stock, we have this particular roads. Let me show it to you. Just type street. So these are the roads that are there. These are pre-built ones. So you can select any of these and use it as your setup. But you can see these roads are a little too small. The road are small, but the footpath is too big. It's like the equivalent size of the road. And the road is divided into two parts. So if you want to use this one, you have to make sure that the size is like big, like this. But this looks very bad. This looks very, very weird. Therefore, I tend to use my own roads that I design, right? So this is something how that you can design your roads. But of course, make sure go to physics, set it as static as well. And this one also. Go to physics and set it as static, right? So that your car can move around, and if your car bumps into one of the road, it doesn't move the road with it, right? So this is how you can create your own environment. But of course, as I mentioned, I am time bounded, but you are not. So therefore, I'm showing you what you can do and how you can create your own environment. I'm going to show you some of the environments which I created. So this is one of the environment that I created. So check out this particular environment, let it load, and then I will show it to you. So this is the environment that I created. As you can see, I've added buildings, I've added farmhouse and farms. Now, but this looks a little too dark, right? I mean, the entire environment looks dark. So for this, what I can do, go to light library and add a hemisphere light. That's it. And if I want, I can increase the intensity of this hemisphere light to as per my liking. So let's say if I want it to be 5, I can do that. 4, 3, 2, 2 looks perfect. That's it. I added farms, I added wheat haze over here. I have added a farmer. I've added wheat farms, I have added well, I have added these type of paths all around. I have added blue sky with the sun, and I have added these smashable objects. Now, these are the objects that I was talking about that you need to add. Now, let me show you how exactly you have to add these smashable objects in the environment that we are creating right now. I just wanted to show you. Let's go in this one. So by default, this is going to be there in your physics car simulation template, right? This is what one of the particular smashable group of object looks like. So what will happen? The car will move forward. We will be using the navigation keys, which is the arrow keys. We will code it. It will move forward, bump into this wall of cubes, and the cubes will fall. It will smash it. I'll show you how exactly it will happen. Same way, what you have to do, you can create pyramids of paper cubes. You can create castle of a paper cube. You can add soccer to your particular game environment. So what you can do is let's create a pyramid. So I'm just showing you one of the demo, how exactly you have to do it. So check it out. Just grab a box, place it in anywhere in your environment. If you want to resize it, resize this particular block, snap it to the ground, go to his physics, enable it, make it dynamic. If you want, of course, paper is not 10 kg, make it 1 for now. Let's say if 1. Then go to its properties once again, go to material, click on change material, and then type paper, paper 1. Simple as that. So this is your first foundation of the paper pyramid that you're going to make. Then, of course, just magic, duplicate and add it. Duplicate and add it. Select all 3 of them, duplicate them, and add them just like this. Simple as that. Then again, duplicate it, place it up, duplicate, up, duplicate, move to the next level. Make sure the physics is enabled so you can check it out. Physics is enabled at dynamic. So since you're duplicating the first one, in the first one, we already enabled the physics. So in this one also, the physics will be enabled. It's good to go. Simple as that. Add in the few last blocks and good to go. There you go. The paper pyramid is here. Same way, just grab it and then duplicate the entire pyramid and make it smaller. Same way, grab that smaller one, duplicate it, and then place it to another part. So you can create such objects like this, which you want your car to smash and hit, and these objects will fly. This is something that we want to do. Let me show you how exactly we are doing it. I have one more environment that I created in which I have also done the coding part. Let me quickly show it to you. That is right over here. In this part, I just to show it to you, I didn't use the roads that are already there. The like I didn't create the entire road, but I used the street which was there in the stock library. So if you want, of course, you can create your own roads as well, or you can use the street as well. It's up to you and up to your environment that you create. Let me just check out the chat if there is anything. Um, how to grab objects? Just use your mouse cursor to grab it and place it to the particular area where you want to grab and place it. I'll show it to you again. Let's just click on the green flag. Since I am streaming it on YouTube via Zoom, so it might look a little laggy to you, but it's not laggy at all. Therefore, I'm just telling you because of low bite rate or the low setting of the YouTube, it might look a little lagged, but it's not laggy at all. Once you play it, once you create it at your own level, you will see it's very easy and it's very smooth. Now I will just use the navigation keys to play around. And you can see my car is moving forward. Just like how it happens in real life, car will take some time to catch up the speed. I can smash objects. M is already stuck in the car. I can click on brakes with the space bar. I can move back. And so you can see I have added the entire environment with red lights, which are already coded. Right. So this is how it will be working around. Since I do not have a lot of space to move around the car or to have it um, all over the place, therefore I'm using the navigation keys in a way that it makes my life a little easier. I'm not a good driver, I'm telling you. I don't drive well. I have a personal experience. All right. Not even in games, not even in the real life, not even the games. Okay, so just make sure that you're driving around using your navigation keys. As I mentioned, I'm not a good driver in games. Wherever I'm playing such games, driving games, usually I'm not allowed to drive. All right, so as you can see, I'm able to drive around now finally and bump into these objects. All right, that's good to go. Okay, that's enough. All right. I just wanted to show how exactly the car will walk around and you will be able to smash these objects. Let's go to design so that I can show you the entire city that I created. All right, and I will also show you how to grab objects, not a problem. So right over here, I have the entire city that I created. I hope you're able to see it on your screen. I have added street lights. So what I've done it in the street lights, I've added spotlight as well. So as you can see in the street light, I have added this, not spotlight, the point light over here. So I've just grabbed this point light and placed it like this. So it looks like it's a part of the particular street lamp. So this is something also that you can do. So if you're creating a night environment, then you can add a street light or street lamp and make it look like that, yes, you're driving in a very nice environment which is lit up, right? So this is the environment that I created. You can add more part. This is 100 by 100 ground. So if you want, you can make it more big. What you can do is you can add levels to it as well. So let's say if this is the first level, I can add one more level. Like I can just grab a box, make it static, place it up like this, resize it according to my needs. Oops. So just resize it accordingly and then place it at the bottom, or sorry, at the top. So that what happens is if you want your car to move to the second part, you can do that too. With the help of code also, or with the help of making a diagonal part or diagonal road going or flyover going to the next part. You can do that as well. You can add more parts to it. So this is how you create your entire environment and add streets, add roads, and just make it more beautiful. Just be more creative and be more imaginative this with this particular part. Right. So this is how you add your smashable objects. Same way as you can see, what I did was I added this particular text also. So you can do that as well. How to do it, I will show it to you from the file in which we were coding already. Let's go to open, and this is the one. Right. Grabbing objects is basically just click on the object. Make sure that you're selecting this change position, or Shift M also is the shortcut key for the same, and just place it wherever you want to place it. So this is how you grab and place the objects. Now let's just select the text. So we have a text library over here. This will add a 3D text to your environment. Just select it, place it right over here, and there you have the text with you. And you can change it accordingly. But the smash text that I made, it's not an entire text. I have added S and then other letters. So basically, if I type smash over here, what will happen? If my car bumps into it, it will act like an entire text. SMASH. They will act as an entire text. They will not break. There will not be a break between SMASH. So to do that, what I did was grab this text, type S first, and then I will also change the material also so that it's a little more visible to you all. Let's change just the color as of now. Then duplicate it, go to its properties, and then just type M, duplicated, sorry, duplicated, type A, duplicated, type S, duplicated, then type H. So what will happen now if my car bumps into it, it will go away and then it will be good to go. I think it's a little too dark. So what I can do is I can add hemisphere light. Yeah, now I think it's good to go. Right. So add hemisphere light. You can also change the hemisphere light intensity if you want to make it more light or dark. It's up to your environment that you create, right? Now you can see it's looking very bright and very nice. So this is how it will be doing. You will be doing it. Then again, make sure select it, enable its physics, make it 10, make it 20, make it 30, 50, whichever you think is perfect one for this. Then what you can do is just select the entire text, enable physics, make it dynamic, and make it 50. Suppose if what you can do is you can make in the one which I just showed you, I had S and H, which was set as at static. So if my car bumps into it, my car will stop. So what you can do is just for fun, you can make A as static. So if my car bumps into SM, the SM will go with the car and it will smash it. But if my, and over here also, if my car bumps into SH, it will bump and then move along with the car. But if I bump into A, in this case, my car will stop because A is static in nature. So this is how you can create and add more elements to your environment. Feel free to creating your own roads or adding the ones that are already there in stock. Make sure that you're adding such smashable objects, text or pyramids, or you can also add soccer as well. I'll show you the soccer too, which I created in one of the environment. I created a paper castle also. That is something that I will also show around. So you can, there is endless possibilities of creating smashable objects. Create as many smashable objects as you want to and just place them in your environment over here. So this is the environment which I created. As you can see, what I did was I added three pyramids, three paper pyramids. I added this smash object with lights. Then I added this paper castle. Of course, you can add more lens to the paper castle if you want to. Then I added this soccer arena as well. So what you can do is you can do this as well. So let's say if this is not looking good, go to the library and type ball. Let's see if soccer ball is there. Yeah, it's there. Just grab it and place it over here. Resize it. Snap it to the ground. Make sure you enable its physics. Soccer ball is not 10, it's around 1 or 2. So I'm just going to do it 2 kgs. That's good to go. There you go. You have the soccer arena right over here with you. Right. So this is how you can add more elements and make your own entire city or make your own car game environment, which you think is good to play the Smash game. Right. So this is how you will be creating your environment. Okay, I think that's good to go. Complete your environment, show it to us, and flaunt that environment, sharing it in the WhatsApp and Telegram groups. Make sure that you submit your assignments over the LMS. I will quickly also give you a glance of the same. And of course, make sure that you do your DIY, make and design your own environment, complete your Rube Goldberg machine, make sure that it is the AR camera animation is good to go. Make sure the entire lighting is also good. Make sure there is support beam supporting each and every plant that you add. Play around with colors and materials, friction, and then mass also, so that you can, this excites me as well. And of course, this will excite you too to play around with those values and create something very innovative and creative. All right, let me share the screen and show you the LMS, how exactly you have to go through it. So this was session number 2. So click on session 2 and it will redirect you to this particular one. Since I haven't completed this entire part, it's not allowing me to go to session 2. So you have to make sure that you go through the entire LMS and submit your assignment. So I'm just going to submit it right now. So Rube Goldberg game, load and just submit it. Once you do so, it will be marked complete. It's just loading up. That's it. That is done. Good to go. Then you are in your DIY. In your DIY, you have to upload the YouTube URL and assignment title. DIY is optional, but uploading activity is not. So you have to make sure that you are uploading, but of course, we would prefer you uploading both. So in DIY, you have to upload the YouTube video link of your DIY project that you make. Once you do so, just click on submit and then click on mark complete. After you submit it, because I've already submitted this particular video, I can click on mark submit. Now, this is session number 2. Over here, you can see I have all the content lesson content right over here, in which we have each and everything: structure reinforcement, material refinement, visual enhancement, animating the AR camera, coding the AR camera, what will be the output. So it's all added over here for you all. Once you go through it, make sure to mark complete. I think I lost the connection. Let me refresh. Just a second. So this is how you navigate through your, this is how you navigate through your particular LMS. I lost the connection over here. I'm really sorry. All right. So that's good to go. And make sure that you submit your activities. Make sure you share your creations to us. And I'm also sharing the feedback form link for today's session. Make sure you share the feedback of today's session with us, so that it also helps me and motivates me also to be more energetic throughout the sessions and give the best to you. So, and of course, it also helps my team to gain a nice feedback of what exactly is going around and how we can also cater the upcoming sessions for you all. So make sure you fill out the feedback form, which is pinned in the live comment. And I hope it's good to go. And if you like this session, make sure to hit this like button and give me a like in the chat box as well. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. I hope you enjoyed this session. We will be back tomorrow with yet another one, in which we will be completing the entire game that we just created, and it will be good to go. Thank you so much, Mr. Rajvi. And I hope you learned something new. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, same place. Bye-bye.